Columbus, Ohio. TBT, the basketball tournament, continues with quarterfinal game number 2. The 16th seed, House of Paign, the fellows from Illinois, taking on the Dayton alums. The 8th seed, Red Scare, the winner to meet the Golden Eagles. The Marquette alums have advanced, and they did so impressively, knocking off Brotherly Love 83-2 today, presented by Air Force Reserve. Explore your opportunities with Air Force Reserve. And here's the way that Red Scare will line up today. Same lineup that they used against Big X. And you see these 5. Trevor Thompson makes a big difference, a 7-footer into this lineup for the Dayton alums. He's a key factor. And for House of Paign, games so far in this tournament, destroyed War Tampa back on the 4th of July, and then the big upset a couple of days ago over Carmen's Crew, sending the defending champions home. And they have gotten great play, as we mentioned, from Dom, who's had 21 and 23 in back-to-back games.
He has fit right in for a team that welcomed
the winner to meet the Golden Eagles. It's going to be good. Thompson and Igwu. And the House of Paign with it. And keep your eye on number 10, Andres Feliz. He was a firecracker in the last win.
He is getting a chance to show some international teams that he can play basketball.
And he goes right to work. A spin move off the high glass.
Young man from the Dominican Republic. You know, he originally signed at South Florida with Orlando Antigua. Had to go to junior college, but Orlando brought him to Champaign, Illinois to play for Brad Underwood. Good trap.
This is Daryl Davis, and we've got a hell ball.
This kid's going to be well thought of as he starts his pro career overseas.
This one will rattle in for Devin Oliver.
When we talk to
3 in their victory over Big X. This is the Dominator. Keep an eye on him all day long.
Trey Landers got the assignment of guarding him.
Billy Garrett, another guy who struggled with his shot in game fantasy games.
Devin Oliver, not the best athlete ever to come out of Kalamazoo Central. That would be Derek Jeter, but highly thought of coming out of high school.
Dom just throws it up and in.
Hey, when you score 3 fighting in line 9. Mike Latulip.
Thompson.
Yes. Gotten better and better since he left Ohio State and head overseas.
He gives Red Scare a little different dimension than the club we saw last year.
I think he's got a lot of confidence. There's Feliz. I tell you,
is he fun to watch?
He's tough as nail. In the Pan Am games in 2015 as an 18-year-old. Nice pass.
And Thompson guides it in.
Good guards play a lot of pick and roll across the water. There's Feliz again.
This time they poke it away. Over the top it comes to McMahon, and another beautiful lob sets up Trey Landers.
This year, and he recruited Ryan. He said, hey, we could use a shooter. And we talked to Joey the other day, offensive coordinator. Joey went the basketball route, Bob, and Cardinal staff.
10-8, Red Scare. And this one, Finke's pass broke it up. Nice bounce, and Thompson goes to the reverse. Landers there to finish.
Trey Landers doing what he does, and that is just...
yes,
both overtime. Yeah, they lost to Colorado and Chicago in December. Of course, that Kansas game in Maui was one of the games of the year.
A whistle against Oliver.
Returning from playing overseas. On Father's Day, so Fran Bob, it doesn't surprise me at all to hear Kyle say, Kyle tells me he's playing for a little something extra. Knows he's playing in Steve's memory this tournament.
Of everything that we're going through to keep everyone safe here at
Rick Pitino and David Padgett, and of course, last couple of years, Chris Mack.
Great block by Dom, and this one stuck back in by Jalen Robinson.
You know, we didn't talk about Jalen Robinson the other night, Bob. He was a young man that played at Dayton and was removed from the team, had some issues off the court, but got his life together, finished his career at Dalton State, at Sullinger's high school, and played for Sat Sullinger.
14-11.
Good D by Mike Sell.
The hook.
Look at that, man. Look at that.
Oh, he's got a touch, doesn't he?
Listen, a lot of money overseas. He doesn't have a chance to play in the NBA.
McMahon, automatic.
No doubt about it,
You've
Bob.
got to close out on Ryan McMahon.
He made 182 of those at Louisville.
Feliz gets bumped. He'll shoot 2.
His senior year. Average 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists this year from
the first 2 games.
Yep. Well, 5 a game in the Big Ten is nothing to sneeze at for a point guard.
Oliver. Nice.
Good stroke. Mike Latour told us we do not want this guy to heat up. He was so big last year when the Red Scare made that great run to the Columbus Regional Final.
Calvin Ellis unable to connect.
You know what you love about Oliver and why he's a good player overseas? He's so versatile, Bob. Can play a variety of positions.
Free throws coming for Ryan Mikesell for the night in the victory of the Big X. And bingo, he comes up huge in TBT.
You know, he had amnesia for about 3.5 years, but it came back to him in the TBT. Of course, when you're playing with Obi Toppin and those great guards,
yeah, you get some good looks.
Yeah, Jalen Crutcher, just a terrific team this year. Ryan did a lot of dirty work.
Think he gives it up. Police.
There's that toughness by Mikesell on the backside right there. Out of St. Henry, Ohio.
McMahon.
You know who went to St. Henry High School? Jim Lachey, former Ohio State and NFL offensive lineman.
20-14, Red Scare. Feliz in the paint.
Good hands again by Mikesell.
Shot clock keeps running at 7. Finke out of the corner.
And that's how Kyle Vanalis, the star of the first win, joined this House of Pain team. There's always a backstory, Bob, with some of these guys. Didn't play on the alumni teams.
Mikesell runs it up and in from the baseline.
How about that?
And that is how the first quarter will end.
Great, and he'll work at it.
Yeah, he played football, but what switched him over to hoop?
You know what? I don't know. You know, we moved to Cincinnati, Ohio. He was a pretty good quarterback, I thought, but they ran the option. That's not his style, so they moved to safety. But he just loved basketball. He's always been pretty good at it, and he just followed his dreams as far as basketball is concerned. Like
a lot of coaches' kids, not a super athlete like the guy.
We have some family at Louisville still. My wife's family's there, so he's able to spend some time with them. But he loves the opportunity to coach with Coach Mack. And they had a great team this year. So did Dayton. I mean, I was so disappointed to see that tournament not be able to be played.
Have that DNA, Bob, that took them to the finals of the Columbus Regional last year.
Dom. Oh, tough luck. Feliz in the trees, gets out of there.
Another offensive rebound for the guard.
And with the left hand off the window.
Yep.
Good job by Oliver. And hitting the 3, Ryan Mikesell.
What was Anthony Grant thinking, not getting this guy some more looks?
Get Anthony Grant on it. Get him back. Talk to him.
They had some kid named Toppin who's going to make a Toppin National Player of the Year. They were really
thrown away.
Yep.
Nice. Dom with the dunk. Good unselfish play by Vanalis.
Basketball, Athletic Hall of Fame. Dom to where his mom played. No fooling. And they didn't make many out there.
Oliver. Big time.
Yep.
Right. Nobody checked Landers.
How about it's hard to be this young in TBT and have this kind of, experience and the job they're doing for Joey getting tired of your partner here, Bob. So
Jen,
we can trade.
Jen, he is wearing me out.
In our bubble.
Tea.
In our bubble.
Sweet and low every 5 seconds. It's unbelievable.
I need to be there as a buffer.
Yes, you do.
You
We
do.
miss you
At least
dearly.
y'all have had some good meals, I hear.
Well, the fitness room has been active. Let's put it that way. But we will reconvene in Dayton next season, Jen. All of us.
Indeed, because I miss you guys. That's for sure.
Yep.
Being seen in 197 countries around the world. live the world for a minute and watch the great game of basketball.
And I've got some spies in Orlando. They stayed down there. We can't wait to see you back on the court in Orlando.
Hey, return. Kyle, get attacked. Get attacked, Kyle. Get attacked, Kyle. Good.
Now we've got team foul. Under 2 to play in the second quarter.
Well, this is a locked-in defense. They switch smartly.
Nice roll, but Garrett shot off the rim.
You know, Bob, sometimes you can switch out of convenience and laziness. These guys switch to take things away. That's good aggressive defense right there. Trapping that pick and roll. Yeah, this Red Scare defense, they're locked in.
Kyle Davis, back out, Thompson.
Mike Dom's only got 5 shots so far.
Shooting Hill. Shooting Hill. Hey, get together.
Malcolm Hill.
Get together.
Boy, right outside of St. Louis. His dad was an outstanding. This young man has a bright future. He's going to make a lot of money back and earn a spot in the association.
Yes. 4 points now for Hill. 33-28. Thompson gets in tight. Good job by Egwu to deny it. Turnover.
Tough pass right there. Too much traffic.
Solid.
Nice.
Davis to Thompson for the lay-in.
Trevor Thompson, he has been. Yeah, but he's been really, really impressive, and he's still a young player.
Nice drive. But I'll like it up in Europe. 30 seconds left.
Box out, Nana.
House of Paign should get the ball back with
watch
some
the high
time.
ball screen into a rip. Watch the rip screen.
Watch the switch here.
We're good.
Landers, mid-ranger. Tip.
Let's go.
And a foul.
Knock him in, BG.
And they'll be
Knock him in,
shooting.
BG.
This will cut into that lead a little bit. Sickle cell really takes a lot out of you fatigue-wise. But as NBA, after being the first black player, basketball player in the Big Ten at Indiana.
9 seconds, 8, 36-32. Oliver had it stripped, but that's going to be a foul.
Was shielded, blocked down on that play. Really good athletes, and the adjustment to the NBA is not that difficult if you're a good enough player, obviously.
House of Paign getting the shot away, and that's the end of the first half, with the Red Scare taking a 6-point advantage. Mike even. Now we'll see what's in store here in the third quarter as the Red Scare have it. And inside to Oliver, and an immediate foul.
Really good.
Sends Oliver to the line.
TV's past year in the French Pro A League. He's won championships and is away from the block.
Great pass, Darryl.
Catch and shoot for Oliver. Here's Feliz. His energy is instrumental.
No doubt about it.
Good, let's go.
Nice drive by Garrett.
Very possible, Jen. He's done it many, many times before.
Hill with the miss. Here's Dom for 3. That's good.
Well, right on cue, Jen Hale. Get an open 3 is off an offensive rebound. I learned this just in the last few years.
Speaking of rebounding, as we watch Red Scare go to work and they get the lay-in for Thompson. With Kyle Davis.
Go to work. Safe.
Good
Thompson
pass.
whips it inside. Daryl Davis gets rid of it. Landers driving. And Dom got a piece of that one.
Good hands by Mike Dom. Trey Landers played for Travis Trice, who had 2 sons who have played in the Big Ten. Of course, Travis at Michigan State and Demetric still at Wisconsin.
Quick pass inside.
Like that.
And Malcolm Hill had the at 11 Eastern
Bob,
time.
I don't care if it's Seattle. I don't care if it's the Bay Area.
5-point lead for Red Scare. 5:25, third period. Slicing to the hole around the rim and in. Daryl Davis, that one took a victory lap.
Start thinking about playing Mike away from the basket with Landers. Got to make that shot if you're Malcolm Hill. Opportunity right there.
Davis, Kyle Davis. And the follow good by Devin Oliver.
Yep, sir. These guys that represent the Flyers play with great passion and a lot of pride.
Mike Sell. Yes, sir.
And that's one of those guys right there,
Sir.
Ryan Mike Sell. Chips.
Finke from the corner. That's a 3.
They're getting good shots.
Feliz is out of the game right now. Getting a little bit of a breather. And from the wing,
Chips.
a huge 3.
Chips.
I have not.
You should try the Himalaya sea salt, my friend. No relation, but he's been known as Chips ever since high school. It's a delicacy, Bob, if you lived in the state of Ohio like I did. And he is playing well. Chips.
Another 3. Not this time.
Nope.
A 11-point spread with 2:20 to go in the third period. Garrett connects.
Quiet points in 20 minutes.
And he's out right now, too.
Yep.
Oh, Ryan McMahon.
Don't do. Ask Donovan Mitchell, his former teammate, who's been checking on TBT from the Orlando bubble. What's up, Spider?
I think a lot of guys tuning in.
Yep.
Nicely done off the glass by Billy Garrett. Perspective, dealing with the Elam ending as we go to the fourth quarter. What do you think for House of Paign? How close would you like to be without being in a danger zone?
I'd say in a game.
Hill kicks it out. Igwu
That's
with
big.
the 3.
Yeah.
Boy, good looking.
Big Nana. Now he's a fan. You say, we never saw that.
Yeah, that's his second one of TBT.
Yeah, but if you're going to be a big fella playing overseas, you got to stretch the floor.
The foul. 4 fouls on Hill.
Asking me to elaborate, but you have to treat the first 5 minutes of the fourth quarter when you're behind 9 like it's the last 5 minutes of the game and cut into the lead before you get to Elam ending. That's the key. You cannot sit back. Good D by Mike Sell. Boy, did he move his feet. Anthony Grant's got to be proud of this defense.
With the left hand, Billy Garrett.
6 in 4 appearances.
And they do cut it to 7 if they get the stop here. As we get set for the fourth quarter. Daryl Davis. Mike Sell, head down, driving, runner, no, follow from Trey Landers.
The dirty work. Packed. Mike Sell, nope. Trey Landers, yes. Seen that before, Flyer fans.
And that brings us to the fourth quarter with the Red Scare on top, 58-49.
Bob, you know, talking about Trey Landers, such a special person in so many ways. He has a real empathy and sympathy for other people, and perhaps part of that is because he lost his father officially, but certainly Trey Landers and Mike know he has a wonderful future ahead of him, Bob.
Yeah, Jen, you know what? He was part of a tournament where 3 teams to be reckoned with, and Anthony Grant, when we had him on, Bob, he was so good about the way his players handled that disappointment.
And a beautiful feed.
Never forget the job that Anthony's team did this year. They were fun.
There he is, Ryan McMahon, with his 3rd 3 today and his 7th of the tournament.
Got into coaching. But hey, kudos, Brian. Hope everything's well. It's West Florida. Assistant coach down there.
Daryl Davis.
Brian's phone just blew up with about 100 texts.
Oh, right off the rim.
And we saw a guy named Kyle Fogg do that. China and doing a lot with that money to help other people.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Graham. Oh,
Nice
Look
lay-in.
at this.
Ryan McMahon with 13.
Clinic right now by Red Scare. Joey Gruden.
9-0 run to go up 17.
Wonder if Uncle John's watching from Las Vegas.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Wouldn't be surprised. I know his dad, Jay's got to be proud of the job this team's doing.
McMahon, good again on the edge of the sideline.
What the heck? I'm telling you, Dick Vitale had to tell about 1,000 people this kid could play D1. High D1. Rick Pitino listened. You know what's got to be cool for Ryan McMahon? That whenever he goes back to Louisville the next 30 years, people are going to say, we love watching you play.
Blocking foul on Oliver.
In Dayton.
Go, go.
McMahon on the lob to Landers.
This is going to be a little bit too much for House of Paign. Warm up the bus, folks. Because unless we have a miracle, Dayton Flyer alums and fans are going to be loving this team getting to the semis. Numbers. Credit mainly Trey Landers, a little bit of Ryan. Tell you what, Bob, they haven't needed the Davis boys much today. They've just been solid contributors, 5 points between them.
Good balance on this ball club. That's a carry for to set up a big semifinal with Golden Eagles.
Oh, yeah. Dayton and Marquette. Those teams played a lot in the past. Al McGuire, Don Donaher, great tradition. The Big East.
Get it, Trey. 2-minute game with Demo.
You know, my 8 years in Ohio, Bob, one thing they were the enemy at times, but Dayton basketball tradition is awesome.
Nice post feed and 4:35 to go in the fourth period.
Potato sour cream look good too now.
Vanales with the bounce and Feliz is fouled.
Help.
And being with you for a week, I know you like fried Oreos. Got everything else on your plate.
Wow. Yeah, they've really been starving you.
Get it, Daryl. Go up top. Yep. Help, Demo. Relieve pressure, Ryan. Help. Come on, Daryl.
Poked away.
Hold it.
Red Scare, keep it.
Timeout,
Oliver.
6 on the go. Got a timeout there. Yeah.
Score set at 82. It has been a dominating second half performance.
House of
Irish
Paign
Belize
start.
The rules of the Elam ending. Most of these games end on a field goal. We've had just a handful, 3 so far, that have ended on a free throw. It's not impossible, but I mean, it would take a basketball miracle.
Gonna need 25 points before Red Scare gets 8. Don't let him shoot. Yep.
On the drive, floats it, misses it.
Trey Landers. Trey Landers!
Boy, he has been all over the offense.
National Player of the Year, Crutcher. Terrific guard play, great coach.
Mike Sell takes care of the rebound. 2 more games tomorrow for you at 2 and 4 Eastern Time. And we'll set the semifinals. They'll be played Sunday at 4 and 6 Eastern Time. Feliz fouled on his way to the basket.
Team leader. He's married. Spent the lap there under Brad Underwood. Pro career somewhere. Hopefully his agent is working on it. TBT hasn't hurt him. Can't believe Ryan McMahon missed a 3.
They haven't missed many.
Nope. I'm gonna, hope I don't jinx us, but the officiating is, given what's at stake, always been rock solid.
Oh, it's terrific.
Yeah.
And these guys have gone through the quarantine protocol just like the players and staff.
Yeah. Brian O'Connell is a supervisor. He's done a great job.
Miss having him on the floor this year.
Yeah.
2 free throws for Trey Landers.
You remember?
But the officials have the mindset
About the officiating. Of course, all playing with good officials and they all
contact.
and they're by the time they get to overseas and they play a few years, they're men. And their college coaches aren't bitching at the officials either.
Nice drive by Malcolm Hill.
And they just have not offensively really gotten it going, but you got to credit that Red Scare defense.
Last year, Red Scare eliminated by Carmen's crew. Now they get a shot at the finalists from a year ago in the Golden Eagles. 80-61. Landers with. They can win it on the next possession. And Feliz nails a 3.
Oh, yeah.
Reports.
Well, Rob's one of our best at ESPN. He doesn't do it a lot because he's got a lucrative camp business, but Rob's a great basketball man.
Next hoop wins it for the Red Scare. Oliver, short clock at 6. Oliver getting harassed by Feliz. The 3, no, that doesn't go. They tip it in, but that's going to be a shot clock violation. I know, Ryan. You thought that was going to end it, but no.
I think we were at 0. Yeah. We were at 0. Officials have done a good job as usual.
Hill, Dong, and one more chance. This time down for the Red Scare. Outside, guess who? McMahon gets fouled by Feliz.
Bob, do you remember the timeout the other day? Seth Greenberg mentioned this at halftime. Trey, boy, has he been good today.
Red Scare's been good today.
Yes, they have.
They dominated the second half. For
Dominated.
the win.
Dominated to dominate.
Yes, they did. Hill.
Got to shoot the 3 ball now. There's not enough possessions to just win on 2s.
Blocking foul.
From there, played in the NFL. On the Buckeye. Got into the business world.
Red Scare looking to win it. 2 points away. A 3 ball to end it. No. Keeps the door open for House of Paign. But you're right. They've got to shoot 3.
They need a 16-1 run is what they need right now. That is not going.
Red Scare looking to take something to the basket here. And a foul. Red Scare looking to nail it down. No quitting House of Paign, that's for sure. The flip, the tip. House of Paign remains alive.
Door is barely open.
And there is a lay-in for Feliz.
He still needs a miracle.
For the win.
Get back!
Well, we're racking up the FanDuel fantasy points. Dom for 3.
It's been that kind of day for House of Paign. Dom, Hill, Garrett. Benalis has not been the player he was in the last win.
House of Paign, 39% shooting today. 6 of 20 on 3s.
That'll do it. Nope. Bob, this is why you shoot 3s. Because you don't have that many possessions, and you got to maximize them like that. Not into that body language right now. This game's not over. Well, it might be here.
Not yet.
No. Crazier things have happened. I would get that. If I were Joey Gruden, I'd say, hey, you guys sit down. Game's not over. And the way they've played the last 6 possessions, they're playing like you can't do that.
And another foul. Just today, he said we played against a team who's got 5 guys in the end.
Playing for Dan D'Antoni at Marshall. You know how much I love pick and roll, right? Right. Put it in his hands.
Red Scare 0 for 6 with a turnover in their last 7 possessions. Once they got within 2 of the Elam ending.
They miss here. Things are going to get tight.
And a good poke away by Malcolm Hill.
It helps you to shoot the 3 ball.
And a steal. Here comes Feliz for the lay-in. The big number is 82.
Bob, I'm telling you.
And sometimes you can't restart the engine.
Yep. This is the biggest possession of the game for Red Scare. I'm just telling you, they don't make it here. Things start to shrink. If you know what I mean, coaches.
How's it Paign with a rebound? This is crazy.
Don't go anywhere.
You folks back at Sports Center, hang tight. You thought we were going to get it early. We're going to play some more basketball.
Don't need a 3 here unless they just give it to you. Don't force it now. Because you're in striking distance. Shoot that.
Banales.
I would have shot that. You're not scoring over Trevor Thompson, Kyle. Or was that Billy? Billy Garrett.
Going for the win. From the wing, Mike Sell. He misses. The drop continues for the Red Scare. Up ahead, Feliz. Gets it under control. Hicking for the Dominator. Missed it.
Oh, had a chance.
Oh, that would have really tightened things up.
No question. 1 of 4 for the Dominator behind the arc today. Uncharacteristic.
Oliver for the win. He shot that one short.
Big possession. House of Paign. You get a bucket here. Things start to really shrink. I still think you got to shoot the 3.
And there it is. But he missed 2 in a row. 5 on 3s today. Meanwhile, can this team put the ball in the hole? Red Scare is getting scared. Thompson for the win. That's no good. Follow no good. And they got a chance to line.
Former Buckeye about to.
No, not yet.
What time was dinner? Forget Sports Center. What time are those dinner reservations?
Your steak dinner's getting colder by the minute. Banales lays it in.
Oh boy.
They've got 76 now. They are 6 away. Red Scare needs 1 basket, and they haven't had a field goal in forever.
But Bob, House of Paign, it's a 2-possession game for them. A 3 and a 2.
And right here is a turnover. The ball belongs to
Because you can do it in 2 possessions.
Banales took about 5 steps. Now he flies it and missed it.
Difference in the game.
Uh-oh, they got a leak out. This will do it. Red Scare advances. Like, wow. That was a lot harder than it should have been. 83 to 76. Red Scare moves on. And they draw another quality team, the Golden Eagles.